Today on the channel from NECA and Loot Crate, we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Tournament Fighters Armaggon.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. And today we've got the NECA Loot Crate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters Armaggon. Talk about a mouthful, but for all your other Ninja Turtle needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, and of course anything over $39 does ship free. But today we're unboxing the final Loot Crate figure, and the Loot Crates are always a little bit of a mixed bag, but for the most part the figures are the crown jewel and the reason I buy the Loot Crates, and I think probably the majority do as well. But to me, my least favorite figures from the Loot Crate are the video game Turtles, because I don't really play video games. I didn't really play a ton of video games as far as the Turtles go, besides the arcade Turtles in Time. I think it was an arcade game. I guess I had the original Nintendo game as well. I really did like that one. Even the hard underwater level, I enjoyed that one as well even. But this Tournament Fighters, I think I've heard of it. I think I've seen it before, but I don't think I've ever played this game. But I do like the looks of this shark. So normally I might sell this guy, but this guy just has my interest just enough to make me keep him in the collection and to unbox him here on the channel. So we're going to do this like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. It is your smaller turtle packaging. Usually we're used to a lot of 2-packs in the turtle world, of course, but this is a little bit thicker, a lot like the Mirage Slash style box, I guess you could count this too. But there it is, big window box. A mean old menacing shark. We'll do some comparisons later on in this video as well, but he does look pretty good there. On the side, a little game glamour shot action right there. A little Donatello in the mix at the bottom, and NECA toys and kind of a video game font. I think that is a nice attention to detail. Same thing on this side. Nothing too fun on the very top. All the credits UPC on the bottom. And then on the back, you get a few little glamour shots there, looking very old school Nintendo. It looks like it's pulled right out of Nintendo Power magazine. It does say all new 16 meg action. Is he a Megalodon? Is that why it's 16 meg? I see what they did there. I see what they're up to. But let me get him out of the package. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Is there fuss? I'm not exactly sure, but there it is. An interesting background there. Off to the side. See you later. Goodbye. How about a little plastic prison? Oh my gosh, we got a lot of extras going on here. A lot more than I assumed there to be. But there he is in the old plastic prison. Let me get the old scissors out here and see what we can do. See if we get the little extras out. Looks like we get a tail and we get a couple of different hands going on. So how about that one? I'm here for that. That's all right. And we got a big clip tie. Oh my gosh. Big wire tie. Oh, barely could get through that guy, but I did pull through. I did prevail. I'm winning the Tournament Fighters game already. That's what I'm doing right here. But we got buckled in at the hands. Gonna unbuckle those. We got a big one at the legs. There it is. He should be free. He should be free, and he is, as you can see right there. So we're off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. Gonna pull that out. I'm gonna pop these extra hands. Gosh, we get a double plastic prison on this one as well. Guess I wasn't expecting that. Let me get the old cutter out here. They don't want this stuff going anywhere, I can see. So there it is. All right, now we're getting somewhere. See you later. Goodbye. And what do we got? Of course, we do get the tail here. No bendy wire in this tail, but it does got the kind of 16 meg graphics edition, the artwork going on there. So we do get some of that. We get the fins on the end in red against the gray. Does look good. Then he did come to fight. He's got 2 fists. He is in a Street Fighter type game, Mortal Kombat type game. So he better have his fists ready, and he's got those ready right there. We do get 2 different splayed out hands looking menacing. I may move him to both of these. That kind of works good for a shark. I like the looks of those. And then we do get 2 almost trigger finger hands. I guess this one's more of a pointing hand, and then this is just a gripping hand. But he doesn't have any accessories or anything to grip, so a little strange, but maybe overkill in the hand department here. Who knows? But very interesting looking guy here. He is big. He is bad. He's nationwide, like a young ZZ Top, I think, at the end of the day. But let's walk through his articulation real quick. He does got arms that go up and down, side to side. Ooh, boy. Now, this is a dangerous one. This is like Star Wars Black Series gaming grade speeder bike scout trooper, whatever he was called. You got these like kind of wires going in here on kind of these side things there into his bicep covers here. You got this that goes in. Man, I could see this getting ripped out. If you get too crazy with the articulation, you're just going to break that. So this thing The posability in the arms, quite limited here. So that is going to be a little disappointing. Not that I'm going to move them around, but you're limited. You're limited by these pipes that go out of here, and those very easily could rip. So you got to be careful with that. He does got these bicep covers there. Now he does got super sharp fins here. Obviously this isn't really a child's toy, but man, you could do some damage. This is awfully sharp on these fins. He's got those on the forearms right there. Head articulation, there is none. There is no moving around. We do get articulation in the mouth. Thankfully, we get a little bit of something right there, so we do get articulation there. Do get a little bit of hula hoop at the top waist. He can do those big old shark splits if need be. We do got double jointed knees, then ankles back and forth, up and down. Body is all kind of a grayish color, but then you got some of the, I guess video game cell shading going on throughout here to make him look like he stepped out of the video game, of course. Like the red eyes there, those are real menacing. He's got kind of 2 red bolts on the side. Got 2 missile launchers, for a lack of a better term. Not exactly what those are, but they go to a whole backpack apparatus that goes down to the belt. Nice brown and mustard color there. Very interesting. He's got straps on both biceps, then one thigh has straps as well. Then he's kind of got little straps over his feet as well there. So not really familiar with this character. As far as I'm concerned, he was only in this video game. Somebody correct me if I am wrong. He does look really cool, though. There's something about a shark walking around fighting people that always looks really cool. I do like the idea. I do like the looks of this guy. And I'm probably just going to stand him off in the side. He's going to be somewhere in my display, kind of as an Easter egg, I guess. And I'm just going to try to smoke him, mirrors him in with my cartoon edition turtles, I think is where he's going to go. He does have a peg hole on his foot. Will he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Make sure you get those Mattel stands. What do you know? He fits right there on there if you need him to. Hope as I knocked him off, but he does fit on their stand. So if you need some extra stability out of him, you can stick him on one of these stands if you really need to. So that is nice. I'm guessing this is going to fight me going in. Yep, I knew it would. Usually you have to heat these things up when you put these tails in, so I'll have to heat the tail up, get that in there on him, because he's just not finished without his tail. He needs that bad boy going on. It's an interesting one. This is one I don't think I would purchase if it was, $34 or something at your local Target. I don't know. I don't know if I'd pick him up. I'd probably say to myself, I'm going to play the long game, but it's really tough to play the long game on NECA figures because, as we know, they rarely go on clearance. They rarely ever go on sale, especially at the Targets of the world. So kind of works. You get him through the loot crate, and I guess it's just, you wanted those other characters. You kind of try to justify it in your mind that those guys cost all this. This was the free figure. That's what you try to justify yourself. That's how I did it myself. But it is cool for what it is. A little bit limited in the articulation. I'd like a little bit more articulation in the arms to be able to go around and stuff like that. But it is cool. Something about a bipedal shark. Oh, it plays on my heartstrings is what that does. And speaking of bipedal sharks, how about the McFarlane Toys King Shark? Look at that. Look at that difference there. Big, big shark. Absolutely love this figure. A favorite of mine, if you guys do remember. I do got a little turtle action. We can compare him against a turtle. So this one works here. I'm going to have him as like a turtle villain somewhere in my turtle cartoon setup. He's just a big, beefy boy that's going to be fighting the turtles. So I am okay with that. But I can see this one not being for everybody. I think if you have this, if you got the loot crates and you're going to keep it, just try to think of it as the free figure instead of the Dark Turtle Donatello, which I think was technically the free figure, whatever you want to say. I'm going to pretend this guy was the free figure just to justify it to myself. And that's what we got to do as collectors. We got to justify it to ourselves from time to time. But what are you justifying? What say you on this guy? Did you play the game? Do you collect the cartoon turtles? Did you just keep him because you got the loot crate? Or are you one of the ones that flipped this guy and sold this guy right away because you didn't need him in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course you made it this far. You might as well like the video. Give it the old thumbs up. Help the channel out. You guys know it does go a long way. Don't forget to subscribe. And then also don't forget about the Patreon where you get early access to videos like this and tons of other bonus content. Best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick yourself up a t-shirt, a little Kyle Peterson special. That's always a good way to support the channel. And then don't forget to hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 is where you're going to find me over there on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Loot Crate Armaggon and our long Loot Crate nightmare finally being over, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.